Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Saki and today we're gonna redesign another one of my characters. This guy's name is Nikolai, and out of all my characters, he was by far the hardest to make and draw. Nikolai is the one that has changed the most, and I'm in the middle of the type of art where you're just like, you hate everything you draw, so but I had to post a video, right? And yeah, let's start. I hope you guys like the video. Okay, so let's say some context. This is a fantasy world, and in this world, everyone has powers, which obviously like has their advantages and drawbacks. And the world it's set around present time, but a little less advanced. For example, there aren't really high tech phones, but there are still like walkie talkies, I guess, and stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically the world. There's more, of course, but I'm planning to make a video about that, and I can't waste much time explaining it right now. So just stay tuned if if you're interested in this type of stuff. Okay, so my boy here, Nikolai, he's one of the characters in the main group of my story. He's the one that makes the food, the little cook. My cinnamon here doesn't often involve himself with the battles, and he's the heart of the group. He's the little innocent guy that almost everyone's protective about, basically. And like reflecting his role, his power is speeding up the growth of inorganic matter. For example, he can use his power to make little seeds grow into a plant in like 10 minutes. He can also use it in animals too, but that's an idea for later. This was a very quick explanation since his power isn't really that important for the story, and I believe it's not that complicated. But if you have any questions though, just tell me in the comments. I love reading them and I love answering them. There was a comment in another video, Ray, and that made me think more about his power. So thank you for the person who made that comment. Thanks. Okay, so let's go on to his personality. Oh my god, it was so hard to make it. He's like almost the polar opposite of me, and it's hard to empathize with someone that's so different. So, yeah, just imagine about that. He's the product of six months. Yeah, it was about that. It was about a third of the length since I came to Canada. Well, yeah, half a year. Oh my god, this took me half a year. Anyways, Nikolai is the cinnamon roll. As I said, he's the sweetest one in the group. He's shy, he's insecure, but he is loyal and caring, and he basically acts like a little scared dog, yeah. And he was never really challenged in his life, so Nikolai is very scared of obstacles because he never had to try hard. He always let the current take him where he would go. He's also extremely innocent, so like he's 18 and he doesn't know what smash or pass is, so just a little context. He is a little stubborn though, and only one thing. Yosa. You guys haven't met him yet, but I will make a video about him. He will defend Yosa for the rest of his life. You'll know why soon. For his design, I love explaining this part. Character design is so awesome. Oh, actually, that was signed red, guys. Okay, his design. It's one of the simplest, actually. I may have watched K-pop Demon Hunters before making it. Anyways, if the accessories and the clothes aren't showing yet, they'll appear soon. I just don't match the text to these specific parts. My bad. Okay, so let's start with the general aesthetic. I guess it kind of looks like a soft boy aesthetic with some like pastel colors. I don't know how to explain it since it's so different from my other newer designs like Ray and Parker, but I like them. Now I'm gonna get more specific. First, his shirt and vest, I think. Yeah, I think that's what the name. My bad. I just like how it looks. It's also like practical, since if he wears something that's really long, he may stain it. Since he wears clothes that are light, out of stubbornness. His pants are just for convenience. He wears knee-long shorts sometimes too, though, and jean pants interchangeably. His sneakers are a present his parents gave him when they found out he wanted to travel around the world along with Yusa. And his beanie is a present from Yosa himself. In fact, Nikolai changed his whole wardrobe because of that. He really cares about how he's viewed around him. And also, Yosa gave him his necklace and his piercing. Before we go on, I need to explain Yosa's power because it wouldn't make sense without it. He can make accessories, like craft them, accessories and jewelry, to make a physical connection with someone. If that person has a physical connection with Yosa, he can absorb their injuries onto himself, and he receives half the damage they got, but twice the pain. So, like, if you had a little cut, he's gonna have half that cut, but 2 times more the pain. Yeah. That's a very fast explanation. I hope it makes sense. Around just ask in the comments otherwise. But back to this, they're all connections. Nikolai only knows about the necklace though. The other ones, he believes they're an honest, heartfelt present, pain potential. Anyways, they have matching piercings too. And now for the fun part, his backstory. It's not as bad as the rest of my characters, but I did like writing it. It was fun. So Nikolai just moved. His parents were afraid of the USA's safety, so they moved to somewhere in Canada, probably somewhere in Alberta. He went in to another private school. It wasn't his first school transfer. In fact, it was his ninth. He looked around, then went in to his first class of the school. The teacher introduced him. He looked around. This looked like a peaceful class. He met someone mean though. They talked. Nikolai mostly stayed quiet, and the boy just monologued and monologued. And it suited Nikolai. The new wimp kid in the class. But in the end of class, the boy offered Nikolai to hang out with his friends in the cafeteria. Nikolai didn't want to, but he's a pushover, so he reluctantly agreed. The day went fast. Soon, Nikolai went to find the cafeteria. He just followed the places that were allowed. Soon, he found it. He saw the boy and some of his friends there. He went and sat next to the boy. They were talking, and suddenly they started talking about him, teasing him, and he just laughed along. It was Sugan away after all. If he hurts himself too, they would just find a lane. But it didn't go like that. Suddenly, they heard a voice from someone behind them. The kids sounded their age. Nikolai looked to the origin of the sound. Actually, he was a little bit older. It was a boy. And he said, "You bully him because he's weak, but you wouldn't even fight me last time." And then the mean kids looked at him and retorted, "What are you even saying, stupid? You really want to lose your right to come into this school? You're the only one here who doesn't even have the money to stay here, you know?" And then he said, "Yet I'm still here. Look, just let the puny kid go. He obviously doesn't want to be here." Nikolai just stayed there, confused. But no one ever protected him like that before. "Oh, you want him? Okay then, go get him." The mean kid suddenly pushed Nikolai down and kicked him right inside his stomach. And they all started laughing at him. But then Yosa suddenly punched the boy. He had basically teleported. Everyone stopped. They were all stunned, except Yosa, of course. "Come on, get up," he said, as he pulled Nikolai up and ran, leading him somewhere. The boys didn't even follow. They were checking on the other guy. They got to a small room. Apparently, Yosa and his mom lived there, and his mom was one of the cleaners. He made Nikolai sit in bed. His injury was still hurting, and Yosa went to find something. Finally, he took out a bracelet and put it in Nikolai's arm. It was yellow and black. He looked annoyed. I didn't think it would fit you, but it looks really bad. It doesn't really matter right now though. Just wear it." And then he sat next to Nikolai. Soon, Nikolai felt something. His pain was going away. He raised his shirt to see. The bruise was disappearing. Then Yosa smiled. "I don't think my power's that impressive, but that look of surprise sure makes me happy." And he laughed. Nikolai pulled his shirt back. They started talking, and that's how they ended up being friends, which was his first important incident in his life. And yeah, that's his backstory. It's less extreme than the others, which makes sense. Not everyone can have that much danger in their lives. But it was interesting to make. I never make a story like that. And Hughes is a very important guy, by the way. I like him. He's probably gonna be the next guy after this, but I don't know. Since I made a character completely new, and I really like him, so stay tuned to see. Well, that's all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and consider liking this if you want. And if you have any comments, any ideas, please just tell me. I love hearing them, and I love answering them. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, my name is Noah. I love Pokemon and big Pokemon and watching Pokemon and small Pokemon.
Do you like Ninjago?
I always wait for me here. Look, I always love this.
But that's Stitch.
I love this.
Well, say bye.
Bye.